on Dusa, as well as the Lincoln's Manta. So even more damage going to come out from her, but obviously it's not going to do much good if Morphling is just blasting your ass off, and well, Morphling is just going to be the ganker central now. It's that shotgun effect we've been talking about, where you just pop the Ethereal Blade and then just basically use that Magic Plus and jump right over the top. And it looks like another Roshan going to come out here for Nirvana. We will see the tier 1 tower go on the top, but it still won't be enough time for them to actually get down. Roshan will die. They will not be able to do anything about this, so they'll probably try and keep pushing that top lane, and Morphling will keep farming up that bottom. Yep. And there goes Roshan, and this time actually putting the Aegis on Dusa. Last time they decided to actually put it on Pugna, but Pugna looks like he's quite happy to die. And top lane now being pushed out, tier 2 tower trying to live. Beastmaster axes over the top. They know there's a lot of support up here on the top lane. Clockwork Goblin trying to hang inside the trees in case someone does try and come up and give a bit of defense. The defense is coming from NirvanaCN, but it's in the middle lane, so they're quite happy to let that tier 2 tower go on the top lane. 357. Once again claiming another last hit of a tower. Morphling pushing out that bottom lane. And now Medusa up towards that top lane, ready to actually hold on to it for whatever she's got. A lot of these waves really being controlled at the moment here by Ehome to keep them over on NirvanaCN's side of the river while keeping their farm going, while still trying to keep it open for an initiation. But again, that's the second Roshan that's actually gone in the way of NirvanaCN. It's the power of the Aegis Immortal. It still hurts you. It still is definitely going to hurt Ehome here, Slash.
Yeah, and if we check out the creep scores on both hard carries, we have Morphling on 290, 292 creeps, and then we have Dusa on 323.
Still three extra hero kills does go in the bag for Morphling. So you still say that on even tracks, the fact that Butterfly is now completed on Dusa would kind of like contradict what I just said. But we do actually have an Ethereal Blade up on top of Morphling, and that Yasha will not take long before it's actually converted as well. Dusa ready to push out this mid lane all by herself. Top lane still being pressured here by the rest of the Ehome side. Once again, we see this 4-1 push that Ehome are just absolutely loved, and they will actually come in now. Towards that tier 3 tower. Tier 2 tower is still in the way here, so TP support actually going back towards the top lane. Windrunner going to come up, look for the power shot. Shackle doesn't manage to catch Clockwork Goblin as well as Beastmaster out. Pugna, one blast, wants to try and bring down the Clockwork Goblin, who has magic immunity on top through the Planeswalker's cloak, which he actually has on top of him, so 15% magic resistance he gets from that one. But that wave goes down very, very fast, and Triple A actually gets done here in the middle lane. Beastmaster did actually come in here, but it appears that it's actually got the better of him with support from line, DGC.
Yeah. So the Finger of Death still hurts as hell.
Need to get that hood.
I think
get that hood, get that magic resistance.
I think what they did was using Dusa's Mystic Snake to cancel his Lincolns, and then doing the Impale Finger combo of line. So both go through, and then you still have the Voodoo to top it off if it doesn't kill him. Yeah.
So, well, found an answer to the shotgun as well. We saw Venomancer just managed to TP himself back out of the Scourge neutrals at one point, as ZS a little bit in over his head. Ethereal Blade going off here on 357, sorry, Decrepify, sorry, and then the Drain goes off. Geometry site actually now being picked up by Enchantress, so it's not being snaked here by the Crow, and they might try and push through the front door right now. YS is there, Dusa is up, pops the Manta, goes straight for the tower, and, well, there is a bit of a blast that has come through, trying to slow down this creep wave. Glimp goes off as well, buying themselves time. Another 21 seconds, another 10 seconds before the creep wave actually respawns back up. Give a bit of a hand to actually defend this one. They will lose their tier 3 tower. Still one hero on the sidelines. Rockets going off, demolishes the rest of the creep wave, or actually pulls it down here. So Clockwork Goblin can actually farm that one up. TP support going to come in from yellow. So Morphling is right on the money here. Will he actually be there for ZS? Another creep wave going to come in here. They've got to try and stall this in here. Beastmaster actually buys back from this as well. And now the sun goes through. Malding's on top of ZS. They need to do more damage at the moment. Pugna Netherward is stopping them from casting any spells at the moment. And Morphling actually waves himself back out of it. Wish Doctor drops the ulti. And Pugna decides the best way of actually dealing with that one, a blast up from the low ground. But this mid-race is all being done on the back of Medusa's tankiness. And even then just split-shotting the creep wave off while still bringing down the Rax, which is now completely dead in that middle lane, and they'll rotate themselves down towards the bottom lane where AAA is trying desperately to try and push it out.
Yeah, there you saw. Currently, Dusa seems to be the stronger one because she can just tank everything. She had Maledic on her, and nobody dared to go in because she was just split-shotting everyone.
Yeah, she was. Looks like Manta now completed on Morphling as well, 37 minutes. We see Lincoln's Manta Erythral, so a little bit behind the times. Has died a couple of times, I think, which has actually put him back. I think the last time on a single death actually befell Morphling AAA. And now we're going to see Windrunner. Going to come over the top, wave over the top there. One blast as well. HY is not dead just yet. Axe is going over the top. Great neck charge as well as the Enchantress heal. Tries out on Morphling. It's just the replicas which are going at each other at the moment. And YS will be forced back. Bouncy Stun going off. Maledic is on top of them all right now. Morphling wants to wave it. He does in the end actually wave back towards safety. They lose X on the retreat at the moment as ZS is still keeping the pressure on. It's the power of that Dusa. Split shotting the creep wave once again. And a little bit hit Morphling on the way back out again. He waves himself very, very fast out there. So X casualty of war. And now they've got to try and defend against an already tanky Medusa. And they can do exactly what they did last time. Wait for the creep wave to come in and then just basically tank the entire tower with Dusa. Which I believe backdooring in this competition would definitely be legal. It's always legal in Asia. And in they go. No creep wave, which is what backdooring is considered. But with this protector, obviously he gains health when it's just the heroes attacking him. So that's why backdooring is definitely to be legal. Tier 3 tower now going to be brought down. A lot of damage. Clockwork Goblin Rocket, that's going to be level 4 to damage the crew wave that much, but of course one mech brings all the Necrolytes back up to full health. Morphling goes over the back. AAA does manage to get one kill there on DG and then has to fall back there. Popped off the Manta as well as the Venomance are already going up there too, but with the pipe up there, it's going to do absolutely nothing. And they will try and fall themselves back here. Morphling almost blocking X's retreat. The Medusa is still tanking this bottom lane and getting the towers off. So they need to do something about Dusa. Wave goes over the top two. Get a kill one by one. With Pugna going down. Clockwork Goblin now pops off the cogs. Trying to hold Dusa in place while they target Enchantress. There goes a triple. Goes off. AAA gets that one. Lethal Blade now on top of Dusa. Viper Sting goes off again. Wave over the top. They should be able to successfully defend this one for the moment. The Aegis does pop off here. So AAA's got to do it all over again. Here we go again, AAA just doing the damage. Beastmaster's there, Lion blinks in, great time, but great double stun actually going bouncing between Lion as well as Dusa. They wipe him out before anything can happen. The mega kill goes off, and the Dusa illusion gets pushed the right way, and Zed is having to go up towards the north side while being continuously chased here. Blink goes up from the Beastmaster, expecting him not to run into the lane, but he does actually. Beastmaster now comes up. There goes the Quill Beast. It will slow him down, and they will be able to catch up here. Morphling will be a wave away, but Dusa still a lot of HP to try and bring down here. They're going Clockwork! Oh, he hasn't hit an ulti until now, and there she goes. ZS gets a Lethal Bladed and Blasted stuck inside the cogs, and we will actually see Medusa finally be brought down 15 to 11, and I'm pretty sure that was 6 kills for the price of 1 coming out for Ehome just then. And I am including when the Aegis popped off.
Yeah, and Dusa just bought back.
That's actually not a bad thing to actually have that pressured, even though you are now 2 Raxus down, to have Dusa use that money. How much money she actually kills? Oh crap, 6,000 gold still in the bank. Never mind, that was actually not a small moral victory.
Yeah, they have 2 lanes down, so it will be very, very difficult for Ehome if they want to win this, because Dusa currently is just fat. And you saw how much it takes to bring her down. You need 5 heroes, and even then, like, while she's fighting, she can just split shot X's Witch Doctor to death. And so it will be very, very difficult. You still have a Windrunner staying at the far side and damaging from afar, and you have Pugna with this annoying, really, really annoying ward. And obviously Lion with his Blink Dagger to top it off, so they have a lot of disable as well. Yeah.
That they definitely do. I'm really surprised Dusa actually hasn't used that money for anything. Like even buying like a Sacred Relic or something like that, allowing them just to push themselves well over. And obviously she's going to live through almost anything, so that Sacred Relic is going to have its maximum exposure time. And Skadi flies out.
She just bought Skadi.
Skadi comes out, so 670 gold in the bank account, so not enough to buy back, but still a Skadi Butterflied Manta Link and Treaded Wanded Dusa at 42 minutes exactly now. Yeah, that's still pretty nasty, and Morphling's up there on the top lane. He's doing what he can to actually catch up to this one, but Morphling with Manta, Lincoln's, Erythral Blade, And, well, he would love a Scotty right now, but doesn't actually have it. 4,500 gold in the bank account, but he can't afford to actually really use that in case he has to buy it back and defend their last rack. So if they lose another one, it's all over. But then again, he needs that item to really try and stick it towards the Morphling as well as the rest of the team. Pressure still being applied to the top. Deuce is going to basically null that one down, showing off the Lincoln Sphere. She actually bought up as well. Clockwork Goblin and Wished Up to hanging around inside the Scourge neutral for the moment. Beastmaster axes towards the middle, trying to clear it up a little bit more. Wished Up still on the bit of a scout. Clockwork Goblin wants to keep that pressure on the top lane, as the mirror illusions here of Deucer is more than enough to actually slow it down. Look at it just wipe out that wave. It's 105 plus 150. Plus the Yasha, plus the Devotion Aura, plus the Brilliance Aura that's coming out. It is just so freaking much for it to actually push out from this one. And yeah, it's going to be really, really hard for Ehome to actually claim a Rax back. And now we're going to see Roshan going again with the cheese as well as Aegis.
Roshan's back up. Ehome, if they want to win this, they need to fight them while they're Roshaning, but I don't think it's happening.
Got to happen sometime. Best time is